ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring to the stage our next performer, somebody who I love and who lives only a few floors above me. Please welcome to the stage, Kenny Melman!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. It's been an exciting week for me. I mean, I love all this new modern technology and social networking sites because it was only through Twitter that I found out that my CD, Kiki and Herb Will Die For You at Carnegie Hall went into profit this week. You know, which is fascinating to find out through a tweet. You know, whatever. And which was good because my bank balance was like $9.85 at the time, so you know, that $5 I'll get for doing that CD 5 years ago will be great. And you know, life goes up and down. One day you're playing Carnegie Hall, the next day you're at Joe's Pub. You know, it's great. And you know, my parents worry about me. So you know, they talk on extension phones when I talk to them. And my mom is the more verbose person in my family. But every once in a while, my 85-year-old dad will pipe something that'll make me laugh or feel bad about myself. And one of his like go-to lines is, well, I mean, you could always work on a cruise ship. And as life goes, last Saturday, I found myself at the Red Hook Terminal going on the Caribbean Princess for a 7-day cruise to Nova Scotia with my partner's family. As one does, and as we were standing on the deck for this 7-day cruise going to Boston, Rhode Island, and Nova Scotia in September, thank you. I thought really this couldn't be so bad, and around 5 o'clock in the afternoon the ship started moving, and soon we were passing under the Verrazano Bridge, and I mean it was beautiful, and I thought, well, you know, this could be my life. The ship was cheered, the harbor cleared, merrily did we drop. Below the kirk, below the hill, below the lighthouse top. The sun came up upon the left, out of the sea came he, and he shone bright, and on the right went down into the sea. I'm on a boat, everybody look at me, 'cause I'm sailing on a boat, I'm on a boat, I'm on a boat. Take a good hard look at this motherfucking boat, I'm on a boat, motherfucker, take a look at me. Straight flowing on a boat in the deep blue sea, busting 5 knots, wind whipping out of my head. You can't stop me, motherfucker, 'cause I'm on a boat. Swiftly, swiftly flew the ship, yes, she sailed softly too. Sweetly, sweetly blew the breeze, on me alone it blew. Take a picture trick, I'm on a boat, makes me drinking Santana Chacas. It's so crisp, I got my swim trunks and my flippy floppies. I'm flipping burgers, you and Kinko straight flipping copies. Now, so the first day on the boat was pretty good, you know. But a cruise to Nova Scotia in September, well, we were the youngest people by about 40 years. Let me just say the hallway smelled of freshly pooped pants most of the time. And so, you know, we went to dinner, had a lovely dinner in the Coral dining room. And then we realized that the only thing one can do on a boat, the Caribbean Princess specifically, is do karaoke at night. So we made our way to Club Fusion, and that first night I totally killed it. My partner and I did a version of Unpretty. They loved it. And instantly we were superstars on this boat. Like, people would stop us on deck and be like, "Hey Kenny, are you singing tonight?" So the second night, you know, you get full of yourself, I did an old favorite. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, and they loved it. I mean, it was like, I thought maybe I can just stay on cruises the entire night. I mean, who wants to be a performance artist anymore? And then the third night we went to Club Fusion, and it turned out they were having a heat of their version
version of American Idol on the Princess cruise ship, Pop Princess. And we all entered, and I thought I had the perfect song for the gray-haired set. I had picked Melanie's Brand New Key. And it wasn't until the words were floating up on that little screen on the Caribbean Princess that I realized I had made a tactical mistake. It was verse 3, here I'll show you. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. I go pretty fast, but I go pretty far. For someone who don't drive, I've been all around the world. Here comes. I think I've done all right for a girl. And suddenly I felt the room die a little. Because all this weird gender ambiguity was a little too much for these old people. And I saw them take their pencils and mark zeros in every category for it. And you might ask who won Pop Princess? Her name was Evelyn. She was sort of the Susan Boyle of the Caribbean Princess. And the only way I can describe her performance was it was like actually watching Grisabella going up to the Heaviside Layer. Burnout ends of smoky days, the pale cold smell of morning. Street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. I'm on a boat and I'm going fast and I got a nautical theme past me to Afghan. I'm a king of the world on a boat like Leo. You're on the shore, then you're not like me. Oh, near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my heart will go on. Once more, you open the door, and my heart will go on and on. So, the other thing we did, which was unusual on this Princess Cruise Line, is I was looking at the daily activities and I saw that there was a GLBT meeting in the Wheelhouse Bar. And my partner and I were like, well, we have to go to that. So we entered this little Wheelhouse Bar, and for a while we sat there with 5 angry lesbians who didn't want to talk to us. She knew. And then we turned the corner, and suddenly Rocky, the cruise director's assistant, screamed out, "We've been waiting for you all night." And it was fascinating. There were like us and like 3 elderly gay couples. And I have to tell you, one of the elderly gay couples who made sure to tell us that they lived across from Tiffany's. And all of these people were people who would never in a million years go on a gay cruise. They thought it was just too crazy. This one man who looked vaguely like Liberace actually name-checked Mitzi Gaynor to me. He was like, when I first moved to New York, one of my best friends was Mitzi Gaynor and Ethel Merman. And I thought, where does that happen? Only on the Princess Cruise. Fucking land, I'm on a boat. Motherfucker, fuck the trees, I come buoys. Motherfucker, I'm on a deck with my boys, motherfucker. This boat engine makes noise, motherfucker. Hey, Ma, if you can see me now, arms spread wide on the starboard bow. Gonna fly to the moon somehow, like Kevin Garrett. Anything is possible. There's got to be a morning after. We're moving closer to the shore. I know we'll be there by tomorrow. And we'll escape the darkness. We won't be searching anymore. You never thought I'd be on a boat. It's a great big watery road. Poseidon, look at me. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day with a big boat coming my way. Believe me when I say I fucked a mermaid. And everything was beautiful 7 days until the last hour we were on the ship. And the entire time, see, old people would wake up at like 4 in the morning and put their coffee cups on the tables in the breakfast buffet so they could be next to the water, and then come back at like 8 o'clock. And it became this very annoying thing. And so the last day I saw this table opening up right by the water. And I was basically in the seat when this fat fuck from Texas, and I'm not stereotyping, he was fat, and he was definitely a fuck, tried to push me out of the chair, and I was like, hey man, that's mine. And all of these old people across the boat were like, yeah, that was his table. And he turned to me and he said, shut the fuck up, you faggot queer. And in my mind, I sat there and I was like, how does one deal with this? And I yelled a little. And then I tried to own it, and thought, well, a faggot queer's a gay version of a hustler, of a hustler, of a hustler. A faggot queer's a gay version of a hustler, of a hustler, of a hustler. He prayeth best, who loveth best, all things great and small. For the dear God who loveth us, he made